Hello everyone, my name is Tidhar Meltzer. I'm a solution engineer at WhiteSource, and this is a demonstration of WhiteSource Prioritize. Today, with the regular software composition analysis scan, you can see all the libraries in your inventory along with any security vulnerabilities that are associated with these libraries. And dev engineers are usually tasked with reviewing each and every vulnerability alert and fix whatever is needed. But of course, the fact that you're using a dependency that has a vulnerability attributed to it doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually vulnerable to it, because it really depends how you're using that dependency, if at all. So in some cases, you would spend precious time on reviewing libraries that are not really vulnerable in your project. Prioritize is a revolutionary feature introduced by WhiteSource that helps minimizing the time spent on libraries that are potentially vulnerable and prioritizing the efforts by helping you start with the ones that actually are. Now, this is an example for a project that was scanned by WhiteSource Prioritize. Prioritize is based on our innovative effective usage analysis technology, which assesses the effective impact of open source vulnerabilities by detecting whether your proprietary code is actually making any calls to the vulnerable functionality. It does that by scanning the actual compiled application as opposed to a regular SCA scan, which scans the source code, and it performs an execution trace analysis. As you can see here, even though I have 12 vulnerability alerts in this project, WhiteSource actually shows me the 3 I should start with right away. A red shield indicates that effective references were found, and our proprietary code is actually making calls to the vulnerable functionality. And Prioritize actually builds the list of call sites that show me the exact path from my proprietary code to the vulnerable code. I can see it all the way to the level of the class name and the line number even where the vulnerable method is used. I can also see it in the visual view to see the origin of my source code to the target where the vulnerable method is being used, and I can see the actual list of relevant call sites. So these red shielded vulnerabilities show me that I actually should focus my efforts here and resolve them. A yellow shield indicates that analysis could not establish effective references, although in many cases there's still a trace that getting you to the class level, even if not to the actual line number. And of course, the green shield, no effective references to the vulnerable code were found. So if you look at the actual vulnerability report here, it's interesting to see that even though I have a medium severity vulnerability here, it should actually be prioritized higher than this high severity vulnerability, because here I'm actually affected and here I'm not vulnerable.
Thank you for watching this presentation, and if you have further questions, please reach out to your WhiteSource representative, or you can visit our website for more information.